Best of luck, sir.
रावसर जैन मंदिर त्यांनी आता तुम्हाला सांगते आपले इंट्रोडक्शन दोन कॅबिनेट आहे. आता त्यांनी तुम्हाला सांगते की जॉईन व्हा म्हणून आपण चालू करू. पण सांगते जॉईन व्हा म्हणून ते समोरून सांगते लागते तुमचं इंट्रोडक्शन वगैरे करते आणि समोरून सांगते तुम्हाला.
गुड मॉर्निंग राव सर. राव सर गुड मॉर्निंग. वाडेकर हियर.
कौन बुला रहे? आप बुला रहे?
गुड मॉर्निंग. हाँ गुड मॉर्निंग वाडेकर सर.
सर गुड मॉर्निंग सर.
Yeah. Rao sir is there. Rao sir. Yeah. Rao sir.
सर फोन नहीं रावसरला फोन लावून
नहीं रावसर
Wadeker sir, Rao sir is there. Yeah, he talked to me. Okay, he's joining. Let him join. Let him.
फोन दे रहे हैं माता फोन दे रहे हैं.
Hello. 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 Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I have logged in it from two places.
Okay.
Now it is okay. Now it is.
Yes. I think Raza Khan launched there. You there, Mr. Khan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes sir.
Okay. Shall we start today's proceeding? Rao sir and Wadeker sir, shall we start the proceedings?
Yes.
Yeah. Good morning to one and all present over here for this today's final defense presentation of Mr. Raza Khan Mohammed. He has submitted his thesis entitled GIS as a tool for the preparation of regional development and town planning scheme in Kolhapur district. This was the title of the thesis which he has submitted to Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University. And based on this, we have arranged this today's final defense presentation of Mr. Raza Khan Mohammed. We are fortunate to have with us Dr. P.S.N. Rao sir, who is going to act as a subject expert for this today's final defense presentation. I'm privileged to let you know that Dr. P.S.N. Rao sir is currently Director and Professor of Housing at School of Planning and Architecture, Indraprastha Estate, New Delhi. Apart from that, we also have another subject expert and research supervisor of the candidate, Dr. Abhijit Wadeker sir, who is Principal at PS College of Engineering. I welcome both of you for this today's final defense presentation of Mr. Raza Khan. Before starting this today's presentation, I would just like to bring to the notice of Mr. Khan that the total time allotted to you for your presentation would be 45 minutes, in which you have to be very precise on the outcome of your work and the goals which you have achieved out of this work. Post to that, the session would be open for defense, and the delegates would put up their queries to the candidate. And next to that, today's subject expert, Dr. PSN Rao, putting up these queries to the candidate. So this would be the course of entire next 1 hour, and request all the other delegates to keep their mics on mute and not to disturb during the presentation, and this should be considered as an examination. With due permission from Professor Rao and Padikar sir, shall we start with today's defense presentation?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please go ahead. We can start.
Sir, please start it.
Sir, good morning everyone. Sir, myself Raza Khan, Deputy Director of Town Planning, is here to present my PhD Viva. I take this opportunity to welcome the Chairman of the Viva, Professor Dr. Praveen Bhakti sir, Professor and Head of Chemical Department of the BAMU, and the external referee Dr. PSN Rao sir, Director School of Planning and Architecture, New Delhi, and my guide Dr. Abhijeet Wadekar sir, Principal PS College of Aurangabad, and all the respected members who have joined the Viva. My topic is GIS as a tool for the preparation of the regional development and town planning scheme in Kolhapur district. The presentation of the topic is covered under the 6th chapter: Introduction, Literature, Review, Methodology, Testing, Evaluation and Verification of the Hypothesis, Result Analysis, Finding, Conclusion and Recommendations. My research topic, sir. Kolhapur region falls in the western Ghat, which consists of more than 70% of the hilly area, and rest is plateau. Due to this, practically it is become impossible to prepare a development plan of the Kolhapur region, and hence a challenge I choose the city of the Kolhapur. The traditional method, this could have required a period of 5 to 7 years and take to not to accuracy. So to overcome these difficulties and speed up the process, what we use in GIS. Subject definition of GIS. GIS, Geographical Information System, mainly consists of digitalizing and available geographical data with reference to the global positioning, coordinating which the universal. Sir, my introduction, sir. Town planning is the process of the managing land resources. It involves the control of the existing and new development as well as strategic preparation to ensure to manage the future requirements. It is a dynamic process that changes the response to policy development, purposes and local needs. The Indian scenario. India is having a large population of more than 1.4 billion spread over the 3.29 million square kilometers of the area, consisting of more than 6 lakh villages and 7,000 cities, which puts higher impact on the planning process. Sir, planning in the Maharashtra. The process of the regional plan. Sir, hierarchy wise in Maharashtra, sir, first of all we prepare the district plan, that is known as the regional plan. Then local body plan is a development plan, and the one part of the residential unit from local body plan or regional plan is known as town planning scheme. The process of the regional plan, development plan and the town planning scheme in Maharashtra is being performed as per the Maharashtra Regional and Town Planning Act 1966. The approach from the same is from whole to part. Whole to part is nothing but from district level is a regional plan, then local level, local body level is a development plan, and one part is a town planning scheme. The regional plan is made for the district as a whole. Further, the development plan is made for local body grievances, and the town planning scheme is done for the residential part belonging to the area under the development plan. The Kolhapur scenario. Kolhapur is one of the rapidly industrialized districts in the Maharashtra. Town planning seems to be the easiest task, but is practically it is exactly opposite. A modern tool of the GIS, Geographical Information System, may stand helpful in this context. GIS is computer-based system which can capture, collate at the spatial or geographical data and analysis the same. The location of the Kolhapur is in southern part of the Maharashtra, which falls under the Western Ghat. Kolhapur is densely populated, second highest in the Maharashtra as per the census report 2011. The area of the Kolhapur region is 66.82 square kilometer with population of 38 lakhs, sir. Kolhapur regional plan was earlier sanctioned in 1978 just for 23% of the area, and the rest 77% could not be explored due to hilly area. in 2017, actual regional plan was prepared by me, including the remaining 77% of the area using GIS along with the contour extraction. That is chapter number 2, review of literature. Details study of the literature that was available on this topic was done, which includes 8 books on global scenario, 10 books on international scenario, 15 on national scenarios, 17 of the genres of the national scenarios, and 280 bibliography references. Now, sir, chapter 3, research methodology, sir. Research gap. It has been found through the review literature using the various international and national, regional and locational publication resources that there is a much work has been done GIS by making the individual researchers through isolated studies. Many researchers are focusing on limited issues regarding the regional planning process. There is a feeble reference showing the comparative statement of the regional plan process using the conventional method and the role of the GIS as a technological tool of town planning and the regional planning. Keeping this in mind, with an intention of bridging the gap through the contribution of the knowledge by carrying the work at the local level, the researcher has decided to take up the issues as a topic of the research. Since the geographical structure of the Kolhapur district is an odd combination of the isolated factors related to the terrain, such as hilly area, agricultural, fertile land, heavy rainfall, catchment area, and eco-sensitive Western Ghat. Doing an analytical study regarding the suitability of the GIS as a tool of the regional and town planning has worth significance in its own. Research model, sir. 12 talukas of the Kolhapur region comprises of hilly areas, plateau, eco-sensitive zone, sanctuaries, and each part is handled with the different development control regulation to prepare the report. Special treatment is given to the 200 villages that comes under the category of the eco-sensitive zones. A detailed research is done through this thesis. It standardizes the planning process in terms of technological and procedural aspect like fast and accurate mapping, transparency in the land record, effective future planning. And my objectives, sir. The present researcher is based on the following research objective: to study and analyze the planning process by making the use of geospatial analysis, evaluate the difference between the with and without the GIS tools for the effective planning, to create a comprehensive database of geographic or spatial information in Kolhapur, to study the urban sprawl of the Kolhapur city in terms of the planning for the future, to study the existing land use and land cover using the various remote sensing data using the appropriate GIS tools. So this is such type of state technology. 7th, to provide the plan amenities and facilities with the aspect of the conservation of the ecological forest area in respect of the regional park, to investigate the factor like the flood line and the village line area in Kolhapur region by subsequent industrial issues. My hypothesis, sir. Total my hypothesis is 14, sir. Rest of there are the hypotheses that are tested during the research. In all, there are 14 hypotheses. The main hypotheses are: regional and town planning is process. Regional and town planning is the process having multidimensional complexity. The process of the regional and town planning process needs higher manpower, budget and time period for the completion. The traditional process of regional plan and the development plan and town planning scheme using the manual opportunities has many problems and lengthy procedure. GIS as a modern technology has good potential. GIS is a complex process. GIS has a fast and accurate decision making on democratic approach. GIS technology helps in accurate maps and planning process, regional plan, development plan and town planning scheme. GIS help to solve the contours. GIS help to interact the tools. GIS help to rapid disposal of the problem. GIS has universal applicability. important, this is two important, sir, 11 and 12. GIS help to perform the study existing land use map. GIS help to perform the study of the proposed land use map and to prepare the land use map. This is important, sir. That is research approach. The various approach in combination that are used, I mention here, like situational analysis approach, trend analysis for future. The methods that are incorporated are survey method, observation method, experimental method, interactive and comparative analysis method. According to the Maharashtra Regional Town Planning Act, the various sections are incorporated in the acts for the sake of the preparation of the regional plan from 3 to 22, and for the sake of preparation of the draft development plan from section 23 to from section 30. So, sir, as per the MRTP Act, section 23 is the declaration of the intention from the local body. That after the declaration of the intention, it published in the Gazetted Official Gazette. Under section 24, appointment of the town planning officer by the planning authority. Preparation of the existing land use plan. It is an important stage. The preparation of the existing land use plan. Then under section 26, preparation of the publication of the draft development plan. Then publication, after publication, suggestion and objection are invited from the persons who are residing in the intention declaration. Then later on, planning committee formed for the taking the decision on the suggestion objection. Under section 25, publication of the planning committee report. That report, the planning committee report comprise 3 to 4 members. That then report is submitted to the local bodies. And after submission of the local bodies, under section 22, preparation submission of the draft development plan, under section 30, then later on under section 30, submission of the draft development plan to the state government. So, sir, in this part, extremely left part, the time period is taken, sir. Actually, government expect the work to be completed in the 4 years, ideally, but with the help of the GIS, it can be done in the 1 year. Actually, my Kolhapur, I prepared a Kolhapur regional plan in the 1 year, sir. And now I am preparing the draft, I am preparing the development plan of the Aurangabad Municipal Corporation. Still my work is not yet completed, but my existing land use work is completed, and probably I will be publish my development plan within a 1 year, sir. Within a 1 year, as per the help of the GIS tools. This is the methodology adopted as per the procedure of the planning using the GIS, sir. This is adaptive for, this is adaptive, sir. Demarcation of the planning area, satellite data acquisition, georeferencing, then topology, then draft development plan prepared, then ground truthing, primary data collection, attribute collection, thematic map generation, then identification of the issues and potential projected population requirement, policy formation, draft development plan, publication of the master plan, sir. This is my methodology, sir. And then town planning scheme. Town planning scheme is a concept. Concept is compulsory acquisition of the land but without compensation, sir. The concept is compulsory acquisition of the land but without compensation. Town planning scheme is an effective tool for the implementation of the development plan of the city. It is the land readjustment tool to adapt the land for the urban use. Land pooling and reconstitution mechanism is known as the town planning scheme. So, I completed the town planning scheme of the one of the talukas of the Kolhapur, that is Ichilkaranji. And the procedure for the draft town planning scheme by town planning authority. Sir, here this is a bubble diagram. It shows the under section, different MRTP section and time record for the completion of this section and the steps in this section, sir. This is continuous. Then in this matter some arbitrator is appointed for the sake of scrutinize the complaints of the submitted or allotted of the plotted. So this is the population projection is an important part of the regional development plan. Hence, 6 different methods are used for population projection. In average is calculated for the accuracy. Incremental increase method, geometrical increase method, arithmetical increase method, percentage variance method, graphical method, public health method. Table number 9 and 10 shows the population projection of the rural and these tables. Table number 9 and 10 are shows the population projection of the rural and urban areas of the Kolhapur district. This shows the comparative graph of the existing land use and the proposed land use. Sir, various residential sectors, sir. Residential sector, industrial, road, other, agriculture, forest, river and water bodies. So it is comparison, sir. In the existing land use map, the agriculture area is 55% and in the proposed land is changed from 55 to 68%. The area of the residential unit is 5% here in existing land use. Then according to the, we are preparing the map for the future of the 20 years. As per the population projection, some planning standard is mentioned in the our some rules and regulation. So according to the rule, area of the residential unit is extended from 5% to 8%, sir. This is the Kolhapur district slope graded map. Slope gradient analysis is done to identify the hilly areas in different magnitude and divided into categories. Purple, very steep slope, hilly terrain, which includes the area like Gaganbauda. Gaganbauda is the one of the taluka of the Kolhapur. Orange steep, slopes of the moderate graded 1:5 to 1:10 like the Shahwadi and Panada and Azra. This is the 3 talukas of the Kolhapur. Then green flat surfaces and plateau which sums the slopes of less than 1:10 like Kolhapur city. Sir, according to this, we have decided and we put it our rules and regulation in the development unified development control regulation. Above 20-degree area is not permitted for the residential use. So it is very easy to take contour to the whole 77% of the area of the Kolhapur with the help of the GIS and marked as a 1:5. Some portion is restricted. This deals with the various parts of the regional park that covers the Panada southern part of the Kolhapur. Regional park is an area of the land preserved on account of its natural beauty and recreational use. So a detailed study based on the slope analysis method is done to review the boundaries of the regional park so as to facilitate the expansion of the villages and plateaus that were covered with the boundaries of the regional park. So this is hypothesis. GIS help fast and accurate decision making on a democratic approach of the good governance. Sir, after publication of the regional plan, I think in Kolhapur 7,000 objections is there, and due to the help of the GIS, the objections is easily identified and take a decision as per the ground verification. It is very easy to change the land use plan from industrial to residential, residential to agriculture, public, semi-public to residential, and change of road alignment. It is very easily tasked with the help of the GIS. Sir, the details of time taken for the preparation of the regional plan of the various city. Sir, Ahmednagar, establishment is 2000 and work is completed in the 7 years. Ahmednagar, Aurangabad, Pune, Ratnagiri, Sangli and Solapur is a minimum 7 years time, 10 years time to take this preparation of the regional plan. But with the help of the GIS, time record if GIS 1.5 years is there. So I prepared the Kolhapur regional plan in 1 year, sir, with the help of GIS. Here is some hypothesis tested during the research, a case study for handling the problems and grievances in a very democratic way. Here each hypothesis and its interference has been given in the table. Finding and same continue. Finding and conclusion and recommendations, sir. Now we will see why GIS is recommended over the traditional method. This method allows us to take a better decision based on the geography which was applied while setting the boundaries of the regional plan. This being a computerized software allows us to explore and handle the large amount of the data, analysis of the data and computer as well as the mobile phones. The aggregate advantage is that it helps to prepare the contour maps without manual system and hence allow wide variety of the map chart etc. All these result is better publication and analysis. Similarly, GIS can actually analyze the multiple data layer of the plans and compared to the manual system which do not support multiple layers. GIS being computerized prevents loss of the data, misplacement and misfiling of the data. Achievement of the objective of the study. We have achieved a successful study and analysis of the pattern of the existing land use. पूरे के पूरे ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हमने अचीव किया है सर, जितने ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हमने लिया था उतने के उतने पूरे. We have achieved a successful study of the pattern of the existing land use, future trend of population expansion pattern and directional expansion of the urban sprawl of the Kolhapur city. Based on the procedure and difficulties that allow the research, I strongly recommend that the GIS should be made a compulsory tool to be used by all the offices by Government of the India. All the villages maps throughout the country should be modified according to the global geographical references that is served the very basis of the regional planning. If the entire data will be made available in digital form, it will speed up the process of the planning with the accuracy. All regional plans are to be made available online on the general public so as to prevent the illegal encroachment and unplanned unwanted construction. A real-time GIS study may be made openly accessible to the common people in case of the management of floods, storm, fire and other disasters. The updating towards the vertical development policy by the government would address to the problems of the horizontal development of the city land utilization sprawl. So suggestion and future scope. Let me highlight some of the major suggestions given in the thesis as stated in the same. The use of GIS should be made uniform. The entire data has to be made available in the digital form. To make these things possible, it suggested that the town planning and the policy makers should coordinate with academicians, geographers and NGOs. The city development plan should be prepared according to the sprawl with the sustainable development approach. Since the village map is treated as the base of the development, all village maps throughout the country needs to be modified and geo-referenced so as to add uniform accuracy to the system. GIS should be made compulsory by the Government of India for all related activities. Use of GIS support should be made mandatory. All planning department must be supported with the infrastructure suitable to GIS. All regional plans are to be made available online for the general public. A real-time GIS status may be made openly accessible to the common pupils. The most challenging report of the study and preparation of the regional plan was interaction of different maps taken from different agencies such as Kolhapur Municipal Corporation, Maharashtra Jeevan Pradhikaran, MSCB, Panchayat Samitis, Circos, etc. for 1200 villages. Kolhapur having the total 1200 villages. The study deeply contributed towards the digitalization of the villages maps of the Kolhapur region, which will always serve a fundamental data for preparation of any advanced plans and maps of the region. The research of the investigation to the flood line are which enable to the resources of the future flood crisis which Kolhapur city is facing actually. The researcher will also help to future population projection. The study can be used as a very basis of the future planning of the Kolhapur region by planners, policymakers. This study also contributes towards the academic documents materials. Sir, my outcome is the study will serve the base for further research and various factors related to the regional and town planning process. It will inspire the use of modern technological tools. It would be a helpful planner to the making the use of the modern tools, accurate in the work throughout the use of the modern technology tools in the planning, pave the path for the development of the decision support system, highlighting the common issues that are to be handled thoroughly. And this is my suggested model, sir. Now, as per according to the Town Planning Act, they are giving the different sections for the preparation of this. And this I am suggested the model, sir. Beginning with the iteration, take the approval and initiation of the work. Approval from the competent authority, approval from the director of the town planning, and approval from the principal secretary of the urban development department. The team formation, collection of the records, check tools for the surveying, and then collect the data using the satellite images and using the data from drone. Satellite images we can collect from the National Remote Sensing Agency Hyderabad or the Maharashtra MRSET, Maharashtra Remote Sensing Agency Nagpur. Then contour generation, then thematic map generation, then identification of the issues and the potential, analysis of the requirement, collection of the requirement of the stakeholders, policy formation from the requirements, and then preparation of the proposed land use map by using the GIS use. That is important. After this collecting of the material and the existing land use completing, we have to prepare the proposed land use map. And after preparation of the proposed land use map, this map is published under Gazette and the publication under the papers. And the intention declares, within the limit of the intention declare, paper has seen this map and they submitted their suggestion and the objection to the competent authority. And after scrutinizing the suggestion and objection, after taking a chance for saying the what problems in front of the planning committee is formed, planning committee is hearing all these objection and suggestion, and this planning committee, after giving the decision and submitting to the competent authority, that is local body, or under section activists which are appointed officer under section by the government of Maharashtra. Then the submission to the approval and approval shortly. This is my district model. Then sir, slide glimpse of the work. Sir, this is the slope of the map of the Kolhapur district by using GIS. We prepared. That is the regional plan now Kolhapur district. Slope analysis of the whole Kolhapur district, because I said that about 20 degree area is restriction for the sake of development permission. So that mark is after the analysis of this, the marks is every taluka and every survey number, gut number mark this about 20 degree areas, sir. This is the Western Ghat map. This is the proposal. We choose the one out of 1200 villages of the Kolhapur for the sake of the detailed preparation of the detailed plan. 151 villages that shows the final proposal complex with the sanctioned complex development plan. Radhanagari is the eco-sensitive area. Kolhapur district showing the 6 villages above 600 meter well. According to the Kasturi Rangan report, 600 meter above mean sea level. It is for the use of the public purpose or used for the residential purpose. This is the westland plan. This is a plan of the dense forest. This is slope of the major land use map. According to the contour, we have calculated the maximum slope 1:10, 1:5, and 1 above. 3 lizard is there. Regional plan of the Panada Hatkalanga in a slope gradient analysis. This is North Hill range of the regional park. Map prepared using the GIS tool. North Hill range of the regional park. North Hill range of the regional park of the Plateau lands. Regional park of the Gaganboda. Regional park south of the Kolhapur city. Slope gradient analysis. This is the Kolhapur district proposed land use map. Regional locations of the different settlement of the hierarchy. Industries shown as the industries, various industries. socio-economic portion, then industrial portion, then industrial location of the industries here, that the composite development index is the Karveer, Karveer, Hatkalangle, Shirur, Kagal, Shahuwadi, Panada, all these are taluka places. Then composite index and the economic index, infrastructure index, demographic index, environmental index, land dynamic index, social index, that index come and higher index is Karveer is achieving the 0 point. The composite development of the index of Kolhapur district is 0.65, Karveer and Hatkalangle rank highest in the 0.81. Proper information. Sir, units of development of the surveying and planning, as earlier, sir, before GIS, we have to make a different plan by the help of the T-square, set-square and the mini drafter, sir. And now it is very easy to make the plans by the AutoCAD and the GIS, sir. Okay, thank you, sir. Question, please.
Thank you, Mr. Raza. The session is open for discussion now. If there are any queries from the audience, they can put up their queries.
Club Mahindra brand itself is phenomenal.
I think there is one question. Mr. Raza, please go in the chat box. I think there is one question which has been asked.
Which question?
See, Ashwat Khan has asked one question.
Yeah.
Will this plan will be made available, open to the public?
Yeah. This plan is open for the pupil. This plan is already sanctioned. That's why. Open, sir.
Online availability.
Yeah. Online availability. You go to our website, Director of the Town Planning, Maharashtra State, Pune. That is online available, sir. Right.
Thank you very much.
Chairman sir, can I ask a question?
Yeah. I think there are no more questions from the audience, so you can continue.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Just one small, of course, I have gone through the entire report and I have given my comments. Just one clarification. What has been the role of GIS in the existing land use plan?
Yeah.
The existing land use plan and the proposed land use plan.
Yeah, sir. Sir, actually, in early days, we have to prepare, sir, before completing the regional plan and before completing the development plan of the town, it is necessary to make the existing land use plan, sir. And before early days, it is a very difficult task to prepare an existing plan. I think 4 to 5 years is gone for the preparation of this plan. Sir, earlier plan table, 1 point view, 2 point view is used for the existing structure, to taking the existing structure, so survey is required. And secondly, total station, sir. Total station or theodolite or dumping level is required for the survey work, sir. So actually the physical visit on the spot, sir, actually by the help of the GIS, it is not required to physical help of the visit on the spot, sir. Actually, sir, while doing the existing land use plan and proposed land use plan, we had done various processes like Tippan digitization, georeferencing of the Tippan plans, making up the existing future like existing PSP zone, industrial zone, and all these marks on this plan without taking the residential area or basis of the satellite or drone images, sir. Marking of the proposal like road network, reservation and dimensions without physical visit, sir. So, sir, it is very difficult to existing structure to incorporate in the plan with the help of the plan table or traditional method, sir. It is very difficult to complete the survey with the traditional method. It takes a long time, 4 to 5 years, sir, before. Now as per the GIS, we take all these with the help of georeferencing and टिप्पण सर. And secondly सर, जब हम प्लान बनाते थे सर पर्पस लैंड यूज का, तो किसी के घरों पे से रोड चली जाती थी, किसी के वेल्स पे से रोड चले जाते थे, तो इनके ऑब्जेक्शन बड़े थे कि तो सर ये विद द हेल्प ऑफ द जीआईएस, बिकॉज जीआईएस प्लान इज ऑन द कोऑर्डिनेट्स पर जब होता है तो फिर हम जब पर्पस लैंड यूज बनाते हैं सर, तो उस पर से ये जब ये अंदाजा हो जाता है कि किसी के घर पे से तो रोड नहीं जा रही, किसी की वेल पे से तो रोड नहीं जा रही, पर्पस रोड नेटवर्क इट इज इजीली एक्सेसिबल सर. सो दैट इज द
Correct. So which means the accuracy is also more.
accuracy is more sir, accuracy is more and time is less sir, money is saving.
Time is less, cost is also less, and also another point is the litigation, possibility of litigation
Is minimized sir.
comes down.
It comes down, sir.
Litigation comes down.
Any more questions?
Should I ask?
Yeah, please.
Mr. Raza Khan, artificial and machine learning is an upcoming technology as you predicted.
Right sir.
Now this GIS.
Sir, after yes sir, I studied after many third world countries they are using the after GIS sir urban artificial intelligence and urban artificial intelligence and the five web technology is still going on sir. Next to the GIS, urban technology, urban artificial intelligence technology and web 5 technology sir. So we try to use next time sir. Yes. Sir, now I am preparing now I am posted in Municipal Corporation Aurangabad. I am deputed from the government of the Maharashtra for the sake of the preparation of the development plan of Aurangabad city. So in Aurangabad sir, 4 development plan is there. Firstly, mood, original, then extended limits of the corporation, 2 development plan, third one now extended the limit and 2 villages are Satara, Deolai are entered in the corporation limit, 3 and the Sidco portion, that portion is handed over to the corporation, 4. Sir, according to the MRTP Act, I have left time for this preparation, December 2025. But I am after the intention of the declaration, I am existing plan is completed. Now proposed land use plan is still going now, and I am publishing within 1 year, sir. I am saving 4-5 years time. Within 1 year, I am going to finalize this plan, sir. Going to publish this plan for public domain, sir.
Was there any usage of drones in this exercise?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Usage, sir. Usage of drones, sir. Oh, yes.
If there are no more questions, shall we come to the conclusion of this today's session?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Khan, before coming to the conclusive report, you have not highlighted about your research publications, the outcome of the thesis in the form of publications. I could not find it during your presentation. Can you please highlight?
Sir, I published these 3 papers. Sir, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 papers I published, sir.
5 or 6?
Right, sir.
Precise.
Very precise, Mr. Khan.
You have published 5 papers or 6 papers? Don't say 5, 6 papers.
Sir, one geography department in here, then another in Nagpur, 2 and 2, 3, 4, 5 papers, sir.
Can you show your papers?
No, it's okay, but you should have included it in your presentation.
Okay.
That is the outcome of your thesis. You have published 5 publications,
Right.
and a few of the poster presentations or during your conferences, wherever you have presented. This should have been included in your
Okay.
presentation. Anyway, it's a good number of publications. Shall we come to the conclusion, sir? Now, sir?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Coming to the conclusion of this today's final defense presentation of Mr. Raza Khan, who has submitted his thesis entitled GIS as a tool for the preparation of regional development and town planning scheme in Kolhapur district. So this was the thesis which was submitted by Mr. Raza Khan to Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Marathwada University. This thesis was sent for evaluation to 3 of the experts. Out of that, the first expert who has submitted his detailed report is Dr. Vilas Vijay Darjini, who is external referee and is currently executive director at Kolhapur Institute of Technology's College of Engineering, which is an autonomous college at Kolhapur. He has submitted the detailed report on the outcomes of the thesis, whereas he feels that the researcher has identified 22 findings, 30 conclusions, and given more than 20 recommendations. That is the outcome of the thesis which he feels. And he also feels that the researcher has also dealt with future scope studies along with challenges in development of the GIS for the future usage. So this is what Dr. Vilas has given as a final report, whereas he feels that the thesis may be accepted in its present form, and he has recommended for the award of the PhD degree. But apart from that, based on the quality, content and presentation of the thesis work, he has allotted 80 marks to the candidate out of 100. So that was the first report which was obtained by Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Marathwada University. The second report which was obtained by university was itself from Professor P.S. Rao, who has also submitted a detailed report where he feels that the government of India also has a specific scheme for funding various cities for the GIS-based plan preparations. Therefore, in this background, this research becomes very topical, correct and valuable. So that is the first good comment which has been given by Professor Rao. And at the end, he feels that the research work is an excellent exploration in the area of GIS and town planning and eminently qualifies for the award of the PhD degree. So these were a few of the remarks which has been given by Professor P.S. Rao. And based on the quality, content and presentation of the thesis, he has allotted you 80 marks out of 100. And his final recommendation was that the thesis be accepted for the award of the PhD degree in its present form. So this was the second report which was obtained by the university. And the third report itself is from the research supervisor, Principal Dr. Abhijit P. Wadekar. He has given the detailed report and also allotted you 86 marks based on the quality, content and presentation of your work. And his final recommendation too is that the thesis be accepted for the award of the PhD degree in its present form. So these were the 3 reports based on which today's final defense presentation was organized. I hope Professor V.S. Rao and Dr. Wadekar are satisfied with the defense presentation made by the candidate in front of all the delegates. Mr. Rao?
Yes, certainly.
Yeah, okay. So based on this today's presentation which has been made by Mr. Raza Khan, I along with Professor Rao and Professor Wadekar would be filing a positive report with the university officials for the award of PhD degree to the candidate. Professor Rao, please consent.
Yes. I give my consent, and I would also like to congratulate Raza Khan ji. Can we start calling him Dr. Raza Khan?
Yeah.
Very good. May God bless him.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Raza Khan.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Professor Rao. On behalf of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Marathwada University, I'm really thankful to you as well as Professor Wadekar for being present over here for this final defense presentation of Dr. Raza Khan. So thank you very much for being here. I officially declare now that this presentation session is officially over. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mr. Raza Khan. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Congratulations, Raza Khan.
Thank you, Selim bhai. Thank you.
हाँ बहुत बहुत मुबारक
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. अब्दुल भी ठीक है
मैं ज्वाइन नहीं हुआ
दो बार फोन किया मैंने उसको।
नहीं नहीं आगे थे वो, लेकिन देर से आए हो तो ज्वाइन नहीं होते हो। यहाँ से यस बोलना पड़ता है।
अच्छा
एक्सेप्ट नहीं हो रहा
डॉक्टर की तो बुके का है थैंक यू थैंक यू थैंक यू
पहले सर को पहले गाइड। अच्छा पहले सर को पहलेंगे उसके बाद सर को थ्रू गाइड। आ जाओ सब आ जाओ।